Hello students, welcome to part 8 of chapter number 6, Lines and Angles. In this video lesson, I'll be discussing the homework question that was given to you, that is converse of corresponding angle axiom. Also, a couple of questions from exercise 6.2. And the next slide, I'll be showing you all the portion that is there for the first semester. Please have a look. Now, the portion for the first semester is already completed. From lines and angles, you have only exercise 6.1 and one theorem. That is, when two lines intersect each other, the vertically opposite angles so formed will be congruent. Now, from 11th of September, your revision for math geometry will start. And from circle, you have the same portion that was there for the first periodic exam. That is exercise 10.2, exercise 10.3 and exercise 10.4 is not there. Exercise 10.1 and exercise 10.5 from circle is very important. Along with that, these four theorems that are mentioned out here. Then from Heron's formula, you know that 12.2 is deleted. 12.1 is a very important exercise. So on Friday, we will be discussing the important questions from lines and angles and also from circle as per the paper pattern. Now let us continue with the proof of converse of corresponding angle axiom. Prove the following. This is the converse. If a transversal intersects two lines and if a pair of corresponding angle is equal, then the two lines become parallel. So let us see how to prove this. Students, this proof was given as homework. So students, this is the proof of the converse of corresponding angle axiom. Now you know the statement for corresponding angle axiom. So what is given? That T is a transversal intersecting two lines M and N, and a pair of corresponding angle is congruent. That means you take any one pair of corresponding angle. I have taken B congruent to C. Okay, so that you have to mention out here, and you have to prove M is parallel to N. So we begin with the proof. Angle B is congruent to angle C because it is already given. So you either take vertically opposite to C or you take vertically opposite to B. Now, when you compare statement 1 and 2, you realize that on the right hand side we have angle C, so it cancels. So we have drawn this conclusion that angle B is congruent to angle A. Okay, but when you look at angle B and angle A, what kind of angles do they look like? Are they not Z-shaped angles? So you make a statement, but they are alternate angles. So what if they are alternate angles? Will the lines be parallel? Yes. Now why would the lines be parallel? Because you have learned that according to converse of alternate angle theorem, when a transversal intersects two lines and if a pair of alternate angle is congruent, so we have alternate angles out here and they are congruent, then the lines become parallel. So we are actually doing converse of corresponding angle axiom, but we are taking the help of converse of alternate angle theorem. So this was the homework question that was given to you. Those who have not solved it can make a note of this in your geometry notebook. This is the proof of converse of corresponding angle axiom. So students, I have completed the proof of converse of corresponding angle axiom, converse of alternate angle theorem, and converse of interior angle theorem. I want you to write down all the three in your notebook. Now let us move further. We will begin with questions from exercise 6.2. Now this is the first question from exercise 6.2. You will write down this in your geometry notebook. Okay. Now the question is, in the figure, find the value of x and y and then show that AB is parallel to CD. So I have taken one transversal out here, L. I have named it as L, and make a statement that line L be the transversal which is intersecting AB and CD. Okay. Now it is mentioned that this angle here is 50. You have to find out the value of x and the value of y. So what would be the first step? What kind of angles are these two? They are angles in a linear pair, that is 50 degree plus x equal to 180 degree. Therefore, what is the value of x? X is equal to 130 degree. Okay. Now, you've got the value of x as 130 degree. Now, students, this is very, very important. Once you get the value of x as 130 degree, you cannot write directly y equal to 130 because the lines are not yet parallel. You have to prove they are parallel. So what will be the next step? Next step is use vertically opposite angles. Okay, you cannot use alternate angles in this because I repeat, the lines are not yet parallel. You have to prove the lines to be parallel. So what will be the next step? Choose the angle vertically opposite to y. That is this angle 130 degree. You know that vertically opposite angles are congruent. So what will be the value of y? Y will also be 130 degree because it is vertically opposite to this angle. Okay. Y is equal to 130. I repeat, because it is vertically opposite to this angle. Clear? Now look at statement 1 and statement 2. What do you notice? X is equal to 130 degree and y is equal to 130 degree. That means their values are the same, their measures are the same. So what can you conclude about x and y? You can say that from statement 1 and 2, x is equal to y. But when I say x equal to y, what kind of angles do they form? Are they not alternate angles? So what have I proved here? I have proved that alternate angles here are congruent. Therefore, do the lines become parallel? Yes. Therefore, line AB becomes parallel to CD because of converse of alternate angle theorem. Students, if you're confused, you just have to remember one thing. That whenever they ask you, show that the lines are parallel. In this case, always the final statement will be converse of the theorem. Whenever you have to prove lines parallel, it will be either converse of alternate angle theorem or converse of interior angle theorem or converse of corresponding angle axiom. That is when they tell you to prove the lines parallel. Okay. So this is an important question. Please make a note of this in your notebook. And remember this important point, when you're solving this, do not jump to the conclusion that x and y in the beginning itself they are alternate angles because the lines are not yet parallel. You can use their alternate angles only if the lines are parallel. Okay. Now we move on to another question, that is question number 2. Now in this figure, AB is parallel to CD, parallel to EF. And they've given you a ratio y is to z, which is equal to 3 is to 7. You have to find the value of x in this. So make a statement. Let the common multiple be m in this case because y is taken, z is taken, and x you have to find out. So we will use the letter, let the common multiple be m. So if the common multiple is m, what will be y? Y will be 3m, and what will be z? And z will be 7m. Okay. So the solution, take parallel lines in this. AB is parallel to EF and T is the transversal. So look at this angle X and this angle Z. Are they not Z-shaped angles? And they are alternate angles because they are Z-shaped angles, and all alternate angles are congruent. So they are alternate exterior angles. Since AB is parallel to EF and T is the transversal, we get 7M equal to this 7M. Okay, so I have written X equal to Z. So each will be 7M. Now, next step. Take the other parallel lines in this. You know that AB is also parallel to CD and T is the transversal. So what kind of angle does X and Y become? They are interior angle. So either you write X plus Y equal to 180 because interior angle theorem, or you could also mention just interior angles. Substitute the value, you know that X is 7M and in this case Y equal to 3M. So 7M plus 3M is equal to 180, and when you solve it you get M equal to 18. Now if M is 18, what will be 7M? 7 into 18, that is 126. So X is 126 degree. Now if X is 126 degree, what will be Y? It will be 180 minus 126. So you get the value of Y as 54. Now Y is 54, X is 126. Will X be equal to Z from this statement? So Z will also be 126 degree. You can solve this question by different methods. Feel free to choose any method. You can also check whether your answer is correct. You got 54 as Y and Z you got as 126. Check the ratio, it will give you 3:7, the same as what is given in the question. Exercise 6.2, question number 3. Now it is mentioned AB is parallel to CD and they have asked you to find out the measure of these three angles. Okay, so first let us find out what is the measure of angle AGE. Now AGE and GED, are they not alternate angles? Because AB is parallel to CD. So either you write the reason alternate angles, or you could also write alternate angle theorem. Because what does the alternate angle theorem say? When a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then the alternate angles are congruent. So with this we get angle AGE equal to 126 degree. Now let us find out what is GEF and the measure of angle FGE. Now angle FGE, what will be the measure of it? If you look at FGE and EGA, are they not angles in a linear pair? So you get this as 54 degree. So angle FGE equal to 54 degree. I want you to make a note of this in your notebook. And now last, we have to find the measure of angle GEF. Now GEF plus FED gives me GED because of angle adhesion property. So 126 is the total. This angle is already 90. So 90 plus what will give me 126? So GEF equal to 36 degree. So we get angle GEF 36 degree. And with this, we have calculated the measures of these three angles. Students, this problem also can be done in different methods. Feel free to use whichever method you find easy. So with this, we stop at few questions from exercise 6.2. We will continue with the remaining questions only after your first semester exam is over. From 11th of September, we will start with revision. So with this, your portion is completed. From chapter 6, you have only exercise 6.1 and one important theorem. We will discuss which is the important theorem on 11th of September. Until then, goodbye and take care.